And hello guys, how are you? Yeah, today is a special day because what I'm about to cast is pure gold, but some very old gold. I'm about to cast two super old replays that I'm glad I found back from GPGnet. And yeah, I in the place where I found it on the forum, it means that it's for sure some epic replays, but like I'm saying, I wanted to rush on to watch them super fast, but I say, maybe it can be interesting to share it with you guys, and I think we won't be disappointed. I can't tell you, I know the players that are playing very well, but I hope it's an interesting match, and it's some 2009 matches, so very back in the days. I prefer warn you now because the gameplay changed so much. Not only the balance of the game, but also the metagame. The metagame, for those who don't know, it's like the habits, like the common way to play, the common way to do things, the common strategies. Like even if it could be seen as some big mistakes nowadays, before it was the standard, the way to play. So I will watch the first replay, which is so the two players I will follow today in those two replays. In the first one, it crashed. Cool fail. No, but okay, I know how to resolve that. I should have tried. Sorry, guys. I should have tried before the cast. Not that. Not that. Ah, shit. Yeah. Don't tell me I have to do the introduction against that because my effect crash, it will be too unfair. Too unfair. Come on. That's a good start, yeah. Okay. Sorry for the disagreement, but yeah. That's like, on TV they say, yeah, that's what happens when we are on live. We are not even on live, but you know, still not working. I asked this two times to disappear. Ah! Come on, shitty. That's, yeah, that's the happiness of old versions of FA, and especially when you try to use it again years after not using it. Actually, it's not working at all. Now it is. Okay, second try, but I swear this is a good one. Yeah, because I have three different FA on my computer. Yeah, it's working. One with three, because I didn't reset the computer since years. I still even have the GPGnet icon on the desktop, so you can imagine how horrible my computer is and how messy it is. So the player I'm about to follow, and of course the phone rings now. But I won't answer. I will call back after. So this is Talleyrand. Talleyrand here is played by the player Matt, also called Light. Okay, so this guy has three different nicknames. You are, I hope, not already lost. I will call him Light because it was his real name. He's playing on FAF sometimes, and he used to be an excellent player. He's French, and against a French player, you won't believe it today, but there were a time where French players, there were a lot of very good French players. So Light was about top 20 level. Monarch was about top 5, top 10 player. So Light was part of the Burning Phoenix team, whose I'm also part of, even if you maybe don't care. And he's going for a second round with Cybran. First mistake, his Lightbot waited 2-3 seconds. Going second Lightbot, it's an interesting choice. Since 2009, for a second air, Tag Rock created the Tag Rock build actually on Fins, where you rush the Hydro with 3 first stages and you rush ACU is in the enemy base, which allows to synchronize more or less the Jester with the ACU rush, which is extremely powerful, especially against an Ion, who will of course benefit of Aurora. So we are 3599, so we have a lot of different settings, but I think Jester is still the same for us. He is rushing Hydro, so in the end he will have 6 Pigeon plus Hydro, and maybe Hydro will be finished on the meantime that Air Factory will be finished. Let's not forget, so this is the second light bot, third light bot, that's funny because today we don't see it at all. So 5 light bots, 5 light bots. Okay. So this one, it's a good place to send it because most of the time we find an NG reclaiming the rocks, and that's what's happening. But well protected, the Aurora stopped it on time. But maybe if it was a lab first instead of NG then lab, maybe it would be on time before the Aurora. So you can see multiple harass, then the ACU has a path directed here on the good way on. Oh, what the fuck, is it a troll game or what the fuck? Against Monarch back in the days you were not trying to get some troll games because he was very good, especially Monarch was good on 5x5 on small maps, he was extremely good. You have to know Monarch was also a top 5 players of Vanilla, so yeah, he was both good on FA and on Vanilla. So Interceptor first, okay, that's not a bad... oh, yeah, well, you have to know first that in 3599 the Scout was stupidly useless. You can see the price, it was the same mass as an Interceptor and nearly the same energy, so Scout was extremely expensive. Okay, so good bet because he's facing another Air Factory. However, you can see the build order from Monarch is better because he has already 3 land factories on an Air Factory against 2, 3. Okay, slightly better, but not that better. But he's about to get the 4th quite soon. 1 NG, that's a lab. That's a lab. That's a lab. That was a Scout. So 1 NG killed for 3 light bots, I guess. That's totally not effective for light. So for the moment I think good start from Monarch, except that he looks to be losing air supremacy. You can see manual orders. Light was especially a player excellent on big maps, so that's not his favorite choice. On his main faction was Ion, so he's playing Cybran, but he used to be excellent with Ion, and he was an echo war of those time, and he won the Ion Ascendant tournament, which was but in his division, it was second division. Yeah. If you are interested in the tournaments of those times, you can check. I had made some big posts on the forum on about Sup Com history. You can see that Light, back in the days, he won a lot of money with Supreme Commander. Even being only a top 20 players, he won some he won the good tournaments at least. He won the tournament where there were some cash. I think he won around 2,000 euros on FAF, which is huge. No more possible today. And plus some goodies, t-shirts and stuff. So good push here. You can see he has a lot of scouts, and that's important because you don't want to crash your units into some auroras. So there were still fuel everywhere. You can see that the graphics are quite different than now. It's a little more dark for the units. I prefer now, if I have to choose. And for the moment, only some spam and only some spam, but good, very good eco management from Light. However, if he stays too long on Tech 1, and he definitely knows it, he will have some difficulties. He's on an upgrade, yeah, it's gun. So that's why he's using all his energy. And he's reclaiming a lot. We don't have all the tools of... We don't have the economy, we don't have the reclaim. It's like we come back to the Stone Age, but it's very exciting. And he's cutting the spam production because he has to finish his upgrade and he has to make an emergency PDs to protect from the assault. However, I don't agree with his reaction. Withdrawing those units, huge mistake, because he will lose all his map control. He will lose this mechs, this one probably in a near time, and he will just have 5 mexes, which is not enough compared to his opponent and compared to the size of the army. So he took back the spam. He has only Mantis, he should have some Medusa, even if in 3599 it was a very expensive RT compared to before. But it was still excellent against Aura, it was one-shooting this unit. So yeah, it was a good start from light, but suddenly, even if the echo was more or less well balanced, and that's what makes Finn's Revenge such a complicated and special map. Suddenly, Puff, you realize you don't have a single max, and plus 8 in mass income, so yeah. I don't see how he can survive, because he is about to lose. He has Fugigen, seems well protected, but this... Oh, that's such a long upgrade, like he's suffering to finish this one. More PDs. He's losing air. No tech to upgrade, engage. He posed the NG, but he has no more army. He only has a gun ACU. JCU is here, not taking any risks, but with so much support here, there's no really risk. Maybe he's afraid of air, but he just got air supremacy, so... Okay, reclaiming the dead factories, that's good. This Mantis should harass a little. Yeah. I have to say I'm quite disappointed by this replay, because for now, yeah, it was a very hard on the rude comeback from Monarch, who shows that on small maps, and especially with Ion, he's way better than Light. And longer the game goes, stronger the advantage of Monarch will be. So yeah, he has some mass. He will rebuild the mechs and then rebuild the factories, but yeah, if we compare the army sizes, yes, the difference is huge. One more mechs, but yeah, for the moment the gun upgrade is totally not cost effective. And even the ACU is so slow that if he comes here to fight the army, it's Ion, it will just escape on water, and he will lose some precious minutes. Yeah. He should try to get those mexes back. He's a little late on this. Yeah, what's good is that he stays in the game, like even if it's lost, it's still good for improvement. Yeah. So you can see no energy for overcharge. And you can see the energy storage at this time was growing when you were building buildings. Actually, more you had buildings, more you had energy and mass storage available. Okay, so little of manual reclaim, that's good. But what's surprising is that I didn't see more units from Monarch, so the reinforcements are here. And okay, that's why he was not attacking during so long, is that he didn't want to get any risk and he went for a gun upgrade. So slowly but surely he's getting back I think it's a ghetto. Okay. So late ghetto gunship, why not? You can see it will totally cancel the push of light. And you can see ACU against ACU gun upgrade.
Commandeur attaqué.
It's started. There's a lake of radar. Maybe if he brings the units, he will have the vision with the scouts, because I think there's some units here. I don't know how many actually.
Commandeur attaqué.
And yeah, ACU is about to be in range. Yeah, now it is, and it starts to apply the DPS. But yeah, there's no tech to air, no navy, no sub, so I don't see how light can even steal a draw. Also don't forget, on 3599 the death nuke of the ACU is 4000 HP, and that was one of the stupidest thing ever. Oh, that's a mistake. Yeah, you should move your ghetto gunship, you should move it. Too late. Yeah, mistake from Monarch. More manual reclaim. Oh, nearly tech 2. And then switching to hoplites. Okay. Sounds good. But what is Monarch doing? Because I think first he should have killed these mechs since a long time. Okay, now we see it. Yes, he's taking the side slowly. For now we can see that he didn't take the islands because civilians are not dead. More manual reclaim. And the hoplites will start to hurt a lot. Yeah. But we don't have the position of the ACU anymore. Okay. No tech 2 mechs for now. And however, no tech 2 mechs. Tech 2 air, finally a tech choice from Monarch. Who is a little late with such an advantage. He should have do it a little earlier. Okay, first gunship sent. With protection of the air coming, although light stopped the plane production a long time ago. So immediate reaction from light, a flag. But yeah, so for sure he will lose one of his 5 last mexes. Okay, but with 2 gunships he won't be able to send anything. That's okay, it might be an Aurora because we would not see the unit if it was underwater. So it's not the ACU. Yeah. Okay, 2 flak. And then he switches back to hoplites. It's good. And scouts are still alive. Very important to use the full range of the hoplites. Okay, 1 flak. Ooh, maybe he could split the gunships. Maybe he could split the gunships. Oh. Yeah, I think with this second radar you will have a lot more coverage light. That's a cool fail. Not a cool fail, but okay, he's getting stealth upgrade. Yeah, it's stealth. Was wondering, maybe he could try some kind of an all-in with the torpedo upgrade. I already saw some player succeeding this strategy when they lost the map control. But yeah, Monarch, yeah, he still doesn't want to get this one. Anti-air turret. He really should have go for the islands. It's very important on this map. Another second mistake from Monarch. Yeah, he's losing all his planes, or at least 5 of them, to the ACU. Who's still not reached veteran C1. Okay. Strategy choice. Now Light sees that he killed some of the planes, so he says maybe I have a chance actually to get back in the air race. So yeah. Oh, we were wondering where was the army of Monarch. I think we found it. I think we found it. And we can see how powerful, if well microed, the hoplites can be. But here, for the they will have a lot of work to do. Let's follow one. Who will be elected? The one with the most kills, 8 kills. You. We want to see you microed as a god. No, it's this one. Sorry. Okay, for the moment they want to chill on the beach, and I heard I see you attack under attack, so I'd better watch. Okay, the ICU is close to the enemy base. Finally, I think that Monarch will be able to end this game. If you check the score, there's a huge score difference. This army with only 7 hoplites is enough to stop a huge Aurora spam, but this tech to push will definitely stop the issue. You can see 4 tech 2 PDs, it's what we can call overreacting. On using stealth upgrade, this hoplite, the ICU is quite safe against an ion push. That's okay. That was a trap. That was a trap. Yeah. All the hoplites are gone, and the mass is given to Monarch, so one more, I would say, bad point. Critical situation for light. He has... yeah, he has not that much mass on his side to reclaim. He did it already with good manual reclaim. Okay, I don't know the HPs of Monarch ISU at the moment, but anyway, even if he's low HPs, he can protect under those towers, so he's not really under danger. TML? TML? Okay. Also, I don't think... yeah, it's gonna be a tough defense, guys. Yeah. Oh, shit, such a big army. Yeah.
Commandeur attaqué.
I think he had just right-click in the enemy base, even if 2 PDs. Oh, why is he going back? Okay, good air force, but it has only 2 units. That's your army light. You have 2 units. So definitely, what he's doing at the moment is a TLM snipe, but. I think the ACU is under those this shield, so it's protected. I don't see TMD, but with this shield it requires 2 more TMLs to one-shot the ACU. So he's starting a 3rd one. You can see a good thing that he's doing is that he's pausing the TMLs just after getting the first missile, because it's a one-chance missile. Like, it works or it will never work again, because if it doesn't work the first time, Monarch will be so scared that he will constantly move and go underwater. But once again, normally what I would expect from Monarch, he should not be able or control case the tech to factory, so to get the mass to get the last TML. Okay. Is it the ACU? Or maybe Monarch just want to get the draw. But he has a unit. Or it might be underwater, or is it? No. Nah! Oh, oof. Oh, fuck! Okay. Okay. That's what happened. Okay, so Monarch totally failed his game, which was 100, 200, 800 billion% won. He had the army to destroy the base, the ACU, everything. I think he was afraid of those hoplites, and since he lost air, he couldn't know with radars how many hoplites there were because of possible stealth plus possible ACU. So what he was the most afraid was to give all this mass in the enemy base without ending the game. But for this reason, he withdrew this huge army to his entire base, which was a big mistake. Second big mistake is on the ACU there before scouting. And then it was a lucky snipe. It happened so fast. I'd like to come back, but the ACU was moving, so he tried to find the way that the ACU would take and then snipe it. Yeah. So funny end, but quite big mistakes from the player. But yeah, that was a very stolen one. So good old TML snipe. That was the reason why. Yeah, 7k mass difference. But that's what happened. As we often say, no scout, no win. So it's deserved. On this replay, that I will open the good way this time. Up. Okay, let's go to the other replay I found. Is the one and only Baron-Noir. Yeah, another Burning Phoenix team player, and he was often playing with another Smurf called Schtroumpfarcer, and he's playing against a legend of Sup Com, Hell's Reaper, or HellsHound. He had different names. Who was during a long time #1 FA player, and Baron-Noir was top 10 player, I would say, but very well known. As most of the UF players, he was playing UF. I guess he will be UF in this one. Yes, so yeah, Schtroumpfarcer, it's his Smurf of Baron-Noir against Hell's Reaper, who was Hell's Reaper the first player, also a very good friend, very cool player, Hell's Reaper. Hell's Reaper went playing StarCraft 2 after FA. So no, first he played Sup Com 2, and then he went to, I think he won quite a good number of tournaments, and then he switched to StarCraft 2, where he became really good. He was a Master League, top 3 Master League, I think, like Xiaolui. Anyway, let's focus on FA, way better game, on Blasted Rock, with my dear friend Baron-Noir. So let's see. I think he knows what he wants to do. So few NGs, then full units, no more NGs. I like those builds, but if you lose early NGs by light bots, it's very risky. So you can see third, fourth, yeah. Oh no, actually, so it will be a fourth air, very interesting, with low HP, low PGens build, manual reclaim. So you can see the few players even nowadays do this kind of quality manual reclaim, finding the good rocks and going on the way to the hydro. Lightbot as third unit, Lightbot as fourth unit. You can see, yeah, that's the classic matchup, and that's Hell's Reaper against Baron-Noir. So good memories to see those names in this replay. That's awesome. And you can see that those Lightbots have the mission to protect the 2 expanding hydros, and you can see also that the ACU is going this way, and that's a key of Blasted Rock. And even today some very good players are doing this mistake. You have to invest in the side that you will secure, which means if you send the ACU on the north, you won't invest and send your NGs in the south. It's logical because it will be way harder to get also this map control, and most of the time the ACU will have direct access to this hydro. So or you try the two hydros, but this one is sure to be lost, or you try only one hydro but with two NGs and you are nearly sure to have it protected. Lightbot used so defensively, I don't totally agree with this, especially when you afford to have a scout. You definitely can pressure the enemy to see if he's not expanding this way. On the meantime, okay, so on his second factory he put some NGs in the queue order, and then fourth air, I guess he will go for some. Or do you do you think he's using those lightbot defensively just to be sure not to lose it, and then reuse them for a ghetto gunship? It could be possible. Okay, ICU detected.
attaqué.
The PD is not finished, not even started, but on the early jester. So actually, perfect timing for the air factory. However, he has to build, and he is doing it, some anti-air. Be careful, Baron-Noir, don't build too much of them because you also need to build some units. Will it escape? Yeah, just on time. Yeah, good micro, but the planes will finish it anyway. Okay, so I didn't see how many NGs Baron-Noir lost. 3 of those interrupting the pigeons, but that's not all the damages that had been done. He also forced to build 6 anti-air, I think. Yes, that's it, 6 anti-air. Okay, a raiding. Successful raiding. I don't understand how, because it was 3 against 3. And that hurts. You can't imagine how this push was cost effective, because it denied the hydro nearly finished. So our Health Reaper will finish it with the Mantis, because the Mantis can build, but it will force the Mantis to stay on this position during a long time, and during this time it will allow Baron-Noir to push directly near the main base. Aggressive ICU, that's how you play when you are UF against the Cybrand. You have to use your HP advantage. However, would be even better with a few units here. Anyway, he's not under danger because he has a PD to retreat. That's why. Yeah, that's very smart play. The decision making of Baron-Noir at the moment is that, well, I managed to get this expansion, which was not sure, because actually it was ACU against ACU on this side. So I'm safe on this side, that's why I can afford to send a lot of units out there. But you can see that the direct reaction of Health Reaper is that he had the same behavior and sent even more units on south, because he knows that if he doesn't win south, he will have only 50% of the map control of Baron-Noir, which means a half of the income of Baron-Noir, so he's sure to not win in those conditions. Huge spam. 9 factory, started a 10th factory, second PD, so now he's ultra sure, ultra secured, but he's making an emergency PD because he doesn't want to be overrun. Good NG, capturing the Mexes, so that's good. There's some Medusa in Health Reaper fight, and that's an interesting situation because both players are going for full Tech 1 spam. And you can see, you could think that there are 7, but no, there are 10 factories plus the air factory, so huge Tech 1 spam. And you can see the power of Cybrand is Mantis plus Medusa. It can, as there's a word in French, which is transpercer. Transpercer, I don't know the English word, but that's exactly what Mantis do. When you have a huge quantity of Mantis, it can, I think, go through, can work. Yeah, it can go through your spam and totally crush it with this HP advantage. Not the HP, but the speed advantage. That's risky play from Baron-Noir. He has a lot of overcharge available. much action. So stupid, one is down, the other is still alive, so it should be okay. But if Hell's Reaper managed to break this defensive position, it will be a big problem. Also, Hell's Reaper in this fight managed to get a lot of reclaim, so
Commandeur attaqué.
yeah, very close game on very high level play. Oh, I don't think who can win. Better micro from Hell's Reaper at the moment, but he's outnumbered, so in the end yeah, first veterancy for Baron-Noir, still no veterancy for Hell's Reaper, who lost a little less HPs, yeah, so that's kind of a good work. Okay, so he wants to rebuild, and that's something he really should do, because he has the mass to afford for it, and in the meantime he didn't manage to kill those HPs. Okay, maybe one mistake from Baron-Noir is that he has a lot of plane, so for sure he has air supremacy, because we saw when he scouted that Hell's Reaper was building engines with the air factory, which is actually it's something super hard to notice when you scout and you are playing and you are in such a stressful game. Is it why using all this? Yeah, okay, there's an upgrade on the way. It's gun, and it's perfectly timed with his current economy, because he has the possibility to continue to produce units without interrupting the upgrade. He will assist it. Oh, and for sure it's also an upgrade from Hell's Reaper on the same time. Maybe it's the reason why both players engage, because they saw that they are... when you see the enemy ACU under an upgrade, it's the moment to fight. But he's doing it without his ACU available, because it's also in an upgrade. On the meantime, it's more or less peace on the south of the map, because yeah, the critical point is here. Gun upgrade from Hell's Reaper. A little in advance compared excellent overcharge. What you have to know, the overcharge of 3599 has different settings. It's less expensive, but the area of effect is slightly smaller, and the reload time is 5 seconds instead of 3.3 seconds on the current version of FAF. Okay, so NG is now reclaiming directly on the field. Yes, the SU is here. Yeah, Baron-Noir will really need this second veterancy. For the moment, no one made the move to capture the middle, which at this timing, around 12 minutes game, can be very interesting. He prefers to add more factories. But yeah, what I was saying about Baron-Noir is that with such an air supremacy, he should switch to bomber, because he can, with 3 bombers, you just kill some pigeons or kill even some units. It's always interesting.
Commandeur attaqué.
Okay, so very aggressive push. You can see he doesn't want to expose the spam too much, because he sees the concave used by Hell's Reaper is good, because he has different angles. Okay, push from Baron-Noir. ACU is in range, but he can't really afford anymore to have it in front, because too low HPs. 400 and 4000 HPs.
Commandeur attaqué.
Oh, anyway, well, if Hell's Reaper wants the draw now, he can have it, because he can force it with so low HPs. But now second veterancy is reached, and it's a good point for Baron-Noir. Another defense PD to secure this side with this mexes and this mexes. 2 mexes, it's very important. Huge push, Baron-Noir using the strength of ACU nearly. Yeah, he's focusing the ACU, so he's getting some HPs. Oh, there's such a big reclaim field here that the winner of this fight will for sure get the game. It's 100% sure. Good overcharge, good fight, but yeah. That's a mistake from Hell's Reaper. At the moment he's not using the...
Commandeur
okay. Oh! Okay, he got the stealth upgrade actually. You can see that's the ACU. So that's why That was a very risky strategic choice. Direct reaction to the stealth upgrade, Baron-Noir sends the planes. But the fact on push at the meantime,
Commandeur, attaquez.
it was such a costly upgrade, not costing itself of the upgrade, but to get this upgrade done, he had to sacrifice a huge number of units. HPs are decreasing, Baron-Noir is pushing and
Commandeur,
pushing.
attaquez.
Will the PD build on time? Anyway, it will be destroyed by the artists of Baron-Noir. Okay, reinforcements from the south are here. It exposes this expansion to
Commandeur,
attacks,
attaquez.
but in the meantime he had no choice, he had to secure this side. But that's a very strategic position, because if Baron-Noir managed to keep this position, he cut the reinforcements, he cut those 3 factories from the rest, and maybe even it creates a window where he can just get his spam inside and kill this hydro on those factories. Okay, ACU against ACU, and yeah, this stealth upgrade was the price. Well, the price for this stealth upgrade was to
Commandeur,
give
attaquez.
a lot more kills to the ACU of Baron-Noir, who is now veterancy for right now. Boom! You can see the HPs. And cooled. Yeah, okay. So he saw that it's undefended here. Actually, I missed, but there were a few attacks, but with very few units, because they both players can't afford to send a lot of units. Yeah, so Baron-Noir was doing a trap, and he is doing it actually.
Commandeur,
He
attaquez.
saw the ACU out of position, and now he will try to get it. Okay, so the question is Hell's Reaper close to a veteran C4? Otherwise, if he's not, he can be killed at the moment by the ACU of Baron-Noir. Stealth upgrade is totally useless because of the planes of Baron-Noir.
Commandeur, attaquez.
And the unit advantage, there's no unit advantage. Well, actually there is focus of the ACU from the Mantis of Hell's Reaper. Plus, he just got the 4th veterancy, but he was so low in HP that it's not very worth. But at the moment, the ACU of Hell's Reaper starts to get 5 veterancy 5 from Baron-Noir, veterancy 4 from Hell's Reaper, but Cyber ACU, his strength is those continuous fight where he can really benefit from his regen advantage. And especially when you reach this kind of high veterancy, the difference will be made. He killed, okay, quite a fail from Baron-Noir, but I can understand that he has other priorities.
Commandeur,
Yeah,
attaquez.
he killed one PD here, but didn't kill the second one. But funny thing is that a Medusa from from Hell's Reaper was attacking it. Okay, Baron-Noir a little out of position, but yeah, this push
Commandeur,
will
attaquez.
manage to kill some mexes which are very far away. Okay, so we are ended. I had talked about it in a previous video. I have to stop it. I will have a heart attack, this game goes too fast. The golden age of the SU. I had exposed this concept in a previous video, but here it's even more exposed. Why did we had such a clash during the last 10 minutes?
Commandeur,
Since
attaquez.
the 2 gun upgrades are ended, it pushed from both sides, like if they really want blood and death, because after Veterancy 2 and until Veterancy 5, the 2 ACUs benefit from those very high value veterancies. Because each 20 kills they gain a lot of HP, so they can afford to push more. Now, and it will be very interesting, it's like the glingling, like, okay, gods reminds you that you have abuse of the strength of your ACU. Now you have no more veterancy, you can reach 120 kills, you won't have an HP advantage. So if the 2 ACUs continue to be on the same battlefield, that's a very key moment of the game. both HPs will decrease very late, and there's a high possibility of draw, especially in such a closed game. So, or one of the player decide to go on another front to kill something else than an ACU, or that's only Baron-Noir who has the choice, because as Reaper he can't move his ACU here, otherwise Baron-Noir directly kills the enemy base. But I don't think he also can afford to do it, Baron-Noir, because this ACU for sure will go through the PDs and instantly attack the start of the base. Because what did we saw? 14 land factories working. Believe me, Baron-Noir has not the mass with his mexes to feed 14 land factories, but using constant reclaim since the beginning and gaining mass in the middle of the map allows him to get those 14 factories working, and that's a significant advantage that should be seen soon. Okay, let's see. That's the end of the golden age. So now it's the HPs you have plus the regen you have, but you will have to deal with only this. Okay. By a miracle, HellsReaper managed to save those expansions and even save the Hydro. That's crazy. But he knows that he can't really go a little more in this position. Oh, Baron-Noir very exposed. Yeah, we can say out of position, and he's getting back all those units to save the SU, but with those DPS on the field, it can be killed so early. So he switches back to killing units, so that's always a decision you have to take. Attack the spam, attack the SU, attack the spam, attack the SU. It depends of the configuration of the fight. If the SU is exposed and you can put down his HPs, do it. However, if he's outnumbering you and you are having this kind of gun, you can and you have to focus first the spam. Okay, good overcharge. 146 kill. I'm still absolutely not able to say who has the advantage. The only thing we know is that Baron-Noir killed two mexes here, but with so many reclaim on the field, it's not necessarily a huge advantage. HellsReaper has the mass inside his base, so yeah, we should see how is the economy going on. Well, yeah, a mass deficit, but engines are about to reclaim again. Okay. Very low HPs, and yeah, we see the same percentage of HPs for each player, but actually one has 6,000 HPs, the other have 3,000 HPs. This reclaim field has not been used. Yeah, that's what you can see. HellsReaper, his mission is to stay out of range of Baron-Noir's ACU. Okay. This game, I have to say, it's pure beauty. And you can see how fast the HPs of HellsReaper ACU are gaining back because of the Vet 5 Cybran ACU. That's strong. If he gains some minutes, he gains more HPs than Baron-Noir. The crazy thing is that we are at 20-minute game, but both players couldn't afford for a tech to switch. Tech to land was too risky. Or maybe now, yeah, Baron-Noir with so many edges will have a huge eco boost. Well, actually, maybe not if it's instantly killed. Oh yeah, the HPs are dropping, the HPs are dropping. And yeah, there were a rally point problem from HellsReaper. 7 HPs, 800 HPs. Okay. 170 kills on the SU. That was Supreme Commander. And for me, yeah, that's exactly... That's funny that I cast this kind of replay. because few days ago we were talking balance like we often do, and we say like, yeah, we work since years on balancing more the game. But the fact is, with the evolution of the metagame, of everything, we nearly never see this kind of game anymore. We nearly never see a 5 stars ACU anymore. Because even if, for example, NG mode or the few tech 2 buffs that we can add on FAF, which makes the gameplay more complex and more interesting, but in terms of epicness, it withdrawed this Tech 1 plus ACU against Tech 1 plus ACU games, which were absolutely amazing to watch. Like, it was some continuous action from minute 1 to minute 20, and it was absolutely, I really enjoyed watching this game, especially, yeah, so many players will do one single mistake with the ACU out of position, getting totally crushed by the overorgan ACU. This can happen so fast, it's a question of seconds, but during 20 seconds both players played perfectly. So yeah, very beautiful replay. Now, what can we do to analyze it? Because in the end we have a winner, we have a loser, but both played very similar and no one did a major mistake. So why did Hellsreaper lose this game? Because of the position. Where the game happened here, or not here, or here. Hellsreaper was the defensive player, so he was receiving the attack from Baron-Noir, who was safe as well because he had those tech 1 mexes, but which means that from the factory of Baron-Noir, the expansion was closer. So the ACU of Baron-Noir was protecting the expansion, while whereas the ACU of Hellsreaper was protecting his main base, which means that in any case Baron-Noir could lose those mexes and even this reclaim. While we saw with only 3 or 5 tanks, and we saw how important 5 tanks could be in this close game, it could be enough to break through the expansion of Hellsreaper. And we saw Blasted Rock, it's such an epic map with such important expansions, because when you have an expansion, I said it earlier, you have twice your income, your initial income. Because you see, it's easy to count. You have 6 mexes here, you get the expansion, you have 12 mexes. You lose your expansion, you're back to 6 mexes. It's all or nothing. It's like the map is done like that with those cliffs. You have the expansion or you don't have it. There were a factory here. Okay, why not? Why not to provide some reinforcements? But that's the main reason. That's where the fight happened. On that. So basically, we can say that the game that at minute 5-6, Baron-Noir managed to secure this ACU against ACU fight. But as he lost the south one, it didn't look like a huge advantage. However, in the end, 15 minutes later, it appeared to be what allowed him to win the game. Plus, this ability to adjust your number of factory. You see that you see the size of the battle, so you see how many factories you can bring back to try to overspam your opponent. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this game. I definitely did, and if I find back some games like that, I will let you know and I will cast those. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching those replays. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you for the new cast. Bye bye, see you, good afternoon, good evening, good meal, good life.